Okay, so let's do a side-by-side comparison between the AIMO and the EMP. Size comparison and also weight. So let's get that out of the way. Okay. Now, the Pure is right here to the left. Let's pretend. It will be a lot more smaller. And this would be like the in between this. The Pure and the EMP, this will be the between. Now, I do like the shape and feel of this mouse. I even find it more comfortable than the EMP and the Pure. And I know you don't have the Pure, but let's pretend, because I did try that mouse before. And also, I like this mouse better. But even though weight comparison, this weighs about 116 grams. This one weighs about 130 grams. But side-by-side comparison, this is a lot more. This is a little bit more smaller. The EMP is the biggest one from the Kone series. This one's like your medium, your medium size mouse, which is perfectly fine by me. I love it, but there's one problem which I'll explain to the a little bit more towards the end of the video. After when we go to the software. So my problem is that I was scared when the first time I started using this mouse and started playing with it. I thought I was gonna accidentally hit that button, but then it happened. But there is a problem that I would hit 2 buttons by mistake when I pick up the mouse. And when I comfortably position, and of course, if you want to know what play style this is a palm grip. I'm an old school first person shooter myself. But you already see already, as soon as I pick up that mouse, I accidentally will hit the back button, or I will accidentally hit the tilt scroll wheel. So pretty much when you're in a situation, when you're knowing a really bad situation, like you're cornered and the enemy player's rushing you, and there will be sometimes your primary weapon will be loaded. You don't need to reload it. But there'll be sometimes you pull out your knife by mistake, or I will pull out my health packs and I get killed. And there is a few clips that did happen to me, and sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I get killed, and I kind of slap myself in the face for it, which is kind of a little bit disappointing because I really love this mouse way much better than the 2 I had before from Roccat. But I think maybe, again, if the side buttons were a little bit smaller, or they would have done something with the tilt scroll wheel like this, I won't have no problems hitting this at all. But on this one, unfortunately, I do have. But for somebody who wants to try this mouse and you will not have this, you will not have the issue with hitting accidental button clicks on it. If I said that wrong, Jesus, I apologize. But for example, if you have that, if you're not going to have this issue, if I didn't have this issue at all, I would have kept this mouse. I would have been I would be like, yo, this mouse is really good. It's been reliable, especially the sensor they put on this thing is amazing. Now, the sensor uses is a Pixar 3361 sensor, and I kind of like what Roccat's doing with the sensor. Also, that you don't need 12,000 DPI. There's basically the golden spot will be anywhere between, I believe, from 400 to 3,000 DPI, that's what most of the average people use around that range. I kind of like that because after that, once you pass the 3,000 DPI mark, you're gonna have to start having problems. And it goes because they use the same 3361 sensor on this, on the latest one, on the EMP, on the Pure, and also the Leader, which is the widest version. It's the tie-on, but it's the widest version of it. But by far, that's my biggest problems I have with it. I think the mouse is very comfortable. If for a person who doesn't have those issues, they're not gonna mistakenly hit the buttons, the side buttons, or the tilt scroll wheel. But honestly, I never hit this, which is really good. It's really comfortable because even when I feel really comfortable with the thumb resting there, like the only way I can hit that button is by moving just a bit, and I will hit it. But like holding like this, you're not going to hit it at all. But again, biggest problem once I lift it up, which I'm trying to lay down flat, is once I lift up that mouse, I'm gonna hit that side button right there, or sometimes, most of the times, even hit the tilt scroll wheel. I wish it can do improvements right there. That's just my own opinion. So let's get to the software, and I'll show you how the software looks, and then we're talking about what's the problems I have, which I'll show you clips of it, and we'll go from there. Apologize if the camera is a little bit, oh, it always does this freaking camera. There we go. So let's talk about the software. Of course, you got the settings. We're on the settings tab, but you also got buttons, assignments, advanced settings, and illumination tab. So you got about 4 tabs in total. So let's start with the settings first. Of course, you see right there in front of the screen, you got your vertical scroll wheel. You can adjust the speed on that. Same thing, horizontal, tilt, speed, or also on tilt mode only. And also you got you can adjust your window sensitivity right here on the fly, and also enable your acceleration, which I don't recommend, which is stupid. And also you got your DPI switch. You got to 5 stages. So pretty much, let's go move on. My favorite thing that I kind of wish they can add, I can add limited game profiles. I know part of these are the 5 of them, maybe goes to the onboard, but I kind of wish that you can add more profiles where you can set up your games. You kind of do also, but I kind of want to do it right here on the fly. Now, like every time, there's sometimes I gotta, you can save that profile in your computer, but then like it kind of doesn't make sense that you need to reactivate that profile into the software. Now, for example, I'll give you one example. Look in Destiny. Like Destiny, from my left tilt scroll wheel, when I push the tilt scroll wheel to the left, it enables to throw my grenades. 3 is to enable my powerful weapon, and C is to use my melee. And these 2, I have to switch my weapons, to switch my my primary weapon and my kinetic weapon. And of course, the 4th button is to use my super. So pretty much the problems I have, which again I'll show it at the end of the video, and then I give my thoughts of it, which I'll explain that at the end. Again, I apologize. So let's get right to it. So you can really program a lot of things to it. You can even reprogram the freaking DPI button you really want to. So it's pretty much up to you. Advanced settings, you got your polling rate. You can reset it back to factory. One of my favorite things that I love is the liftoff distance. You go up to very low or low. I use low, or you can let the customization, what it does, it calibrates your surface to find the right optimization for the liftoff distance. Of course, you have angle snapping, which you always leave it off. And this right here is the feedback. So what this does also is that it will tell you switch the DPI or profile switch or volume up and down. I had that off because I don't think it's not necessary for me, and especially I only disable 2, only use 2 DPI, so it's pretty much simple for me. As now, this is probably one of my favorite things I've seen. A big improvement compared to the old Roccat lighting features. Now, pretty much you can go crazy, which I've got a few color samples right here. Like, actually, no, that one. Like, look at this yellow, which I'll switch it up to yellow for you guys can see it for yourself. And let me switch this to, let's put it to white. And we want to change the color of the scroll wheel. Let's say orange. Actually, no, that's kind of disgusting yellow. And you can also, I forgot to mention, auto apply. So you could turn that off, and you will have the option you just want to hit apply. But for me, I like things on the fly. You can enable auto apply. So once you click that, change the settings, it will automatically apply, and you can hit OK, and you're good to go. So you see right here, and you got a lot of options. I'm sorry the camera does not pick it up that well. So of course, you got this line feature that will change the colors around. Give it a second to apply. There we go. And we'll change colors. I apologize. Let me see if I turn off the lights. We'll see will help a lot. Let me see if I turn it off. Give me 1 second. Well, you can't see that well. Like the colors really off of this camera. So you see, you can go like let it go cycling to different colors, or you can set it up like this, let it apply snake mode. So we'll go like that very slowly, and you can set up how fast you want or how slow you want. Right now, kind of like a little bit slow. And we got fully lit, so we'll leave it nothing, just leave it like that all day, fully lit. You can change the colors also. You can customize it, or it has its own presetting colors already. So let's go with this color, for example. I'm sorry you can't see that well. So you can really go nuts with the colors. And the good thing about it also, you can choose different colors for different profiles. So if the game launches, it will tell you, like, for example, I'm on desktop, right? I have this color for my desktop. And let's say I want to launch Overwatch. Automatically, once I know that game launches, automatically it will change to those colors, so I know that I'm on my Overwatch profile, which is awesome. Of course, you got the Heartbeat 2.0 and the Breathing 2.0, which I'll show you that also. And I apologize if the camera's like crap, so forgive me. So pretty much it's the same thing. It's just software-wise is the same. I just wish again they have more profiles that you can add more games to it.
Sturmsoldat! Maschinengewehr gesichtet!
I think this gaming mouse will be very worth it, but again, it's $80, so it's up to you as a consumer. But in my opinion, I think if I didn't have those issues, I would have kept that mouse without a problem. I would have kept it. But I think, all honestly, if it's up to you, I would say just try it and see what works out. It's not, but there are better options out there that you can spend $80 with. So pretty much up to you. But again, I feel disappointed because it's not working out for me. So move on to the next one, see what mouse I go with next. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful night. Be safe. Remember, kids, don't do drugs. I'll talk to you guys later.